Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over a few things that you should be doing daily, especially in the first 7 days of playing, that, if you don't do them, it might cost you, or you might lose out on some amazing rewards, on some amazing resources, and some of these might be obvious, but some might not be as obvious, so let's get into it. Now, before I jump into this, I want to mention that there is a code that you can use over here in the announcement in the bind your invitation code to claim a grand prize. You can go over here and you can bind to me as a content creator. The code is going to be OddOne, right? It's spelled with capitals. Let me exactly just show you. It's this one over here, right? Log into your account, bind. You're going to get these rewards instantly, and as we hit higher levels, you're going to be getting more stuff. At the same time, you can support me as a content creator by doing this. If you do decide to spend the game, I get like 3% off of whatever you spent on. So let's check exactly what do I mean about stuff that you might, you need to do every single day that might cost you, like I said, a little bit of resources loss if you don't quite do it. So I guess let me just start with the more obvious ones, and first one's going to be, make sure over here at the bottom, right, you click, it kind of shows you everything that you can do, but the number one thing is obviously going to be temporal vortex. So if you're on day 1, you're going to see that it says that it settles in 2 days. Only the first 2 days have the vortex being settled on the second day, right? So day 1 it doesn't end, day 2 it ends. After that, every single day, by doing the temporal vortex, you're gonna be getting yourself a ton of rewards. It's become so much better. The rewards they give us is so much better that you definitely do not want to miss on this one, right? Just for doing the damage, you can get yourself every single day, if you hit the top damage, 100 war model. That's the equivalent of 1 hero light. So make sure you don't forget about your daily vortex battles. Now, another one of the more obvious ones is going to be doing the arena, right? So if you go over to the Grand Gladiator Arena, it's even though you might be getting stuck at a certain point, as you push further after you're done with fighting the guards, right, the AI, even if you do get yourself stuck, don't forget you can just go over here, click on this button, and you can just do kind of like a swipe, right? The last 10 fights that you have to do, or the whatever other fights, right? If you get stuck, you can just go and just sweep all of these, because they're gonna give you, let me just show you, just gonna give you some more of the gladiatorial seal and some more gold. So this is really important not to forget, right? You can miss out on reward. My suggestion though is to do this towards the end of your day, right? If you know you're done for the day and you know reset's gonna happen in a few hours, that's only when you do it. Before that, just try and push as high as you can. If you see that it becomes too difficult for you to defeat stuff, just stop over there and then, just do the swipe of whatever other fights are left and then move on with your day. Another thing that we should be doing that's kind of like a temporary thing, and it opens kind of like, I think it's day 3, we do have this Standards Rumble event. So you have the story quest, which you can go and do, right, after you complete that, that's it. But then we also have the daily practices that, one opens every single day. Make sure you get these ones, because they're going to give you a ton of rewards. Lots of war models, going to give you Turbid belts, so don't forget about these. Also, the Inner Demon Challenge, right? By doing this fight every single day, depending on the damage that you do, again, you get yourself more of the bells, more of the war model, some essence of creation, and then some of these fragments, which is going to give us a ton of these scrolls to skill up our epics or our reds, right? And then also a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold, right? 200,000 gold. That's pretty good considering we can get it every single day. Now, the reason why obviously you want to do this as much as possible is because as you're going to be getting yourself more rewards, you want to buy this exclusive artifact for the Divine Ascetic, because he's going to be really amazing. This artifact's pretty cool. Even without this bonus over here, the fact it gives you attack and crit rate, it's really good because there's not too many artifacts that actually give you crit rate as one of the main stats, so you definitely want to do that. And obviously after that you can buy whatever else you want from here. My suggestion is to be buying either the master pages or the soul fragments to just summon a legendary. But now let's move over to some of the stuff that's not as obvious, right? So one of the things that I personally believe everybody should be doing that again might not look as obvious is when we go over to the stamina, you should be buying every single day these 2 refills, right? First one costs 50 war model, gives you 60 stamina. The second one costs 100 war model and gives you another 60 stamina. Now, the reason why I'm saying you should be doing this is because the game doesn't throw that much stamina at us, especially if you're free to play. So these ones, I suggest just saving them up until you open the higher level of stuff. For gear, for goblin, for everything, I would save these. So buy these every single day, because this is gonna help boost your progress for as much as possible, because you're gonna be getting yourself some better gear. Again, you're gonna be getting yourself some better, some more stamina, and also you're gonna be getting, if you decide to farm the domains, you're gonna be getting yourself more resources for the talents. Now let's move over to another one, which this one I kind of missed the first day, but if you go over to the summon screen, you're gonna see over here behind me, right, this little pouch. You click this. First of all, you can claim 2 healer lights for the first 7 days of since you started playing. 2 healer lights every single day. That's 14 that you can get for free. Make sure to collect these, but also I suggest you buy these ones as well. I personally forgot a day or two, something like that, but it gives you 10 healer lights for 800 war model. That's under you know, under the 100 war model that normally costs for a healer light. It's totally worth it, because most, you know, 99% of the stuff that you're gonna be buying with war model is gonna be the healer lights, and then, like I said, the stamina that I mentioned earlier. So definitely don't forget about this, right? Don't forget about this, as it's gonna help you get as many healer lights as possible to be able to pull on whichever banner that you want. Now, don't go crazy on summoning. I made a video on this I think yesterday, 2 days ago. It's called Ultimate Summoning Guide. Make sure you check that one out before you start going crazy on your summons. Okay, another one of the things that might not be as obvious, or might be obvious, I don't know, it might be somewhere in between, but if we go over to the Alliance, this is something that you definitely want to do for the sake of your rewards, so you get the best rewards, but then at the same time for the best of, you know, for the best interest of your Alliance. So first of all, Planner Expedition. Again, this one, it has rewards that you can keep getting. You have 2 fights every single day. The higher you rank within your alliance, the better the rewards you get, right? I mean, look at these. They're pretty cool. But these are kind of like, you know, the ranking for the alliance, and then in alliance ranking points. So you want to try and see if you can get top 10, because the affinity solvent is going to be pushing your account further so much that it's, you know, it's definitely, don't want to miss it. Even if you just get 10th, right? I wish they would have done more, but you know, 10 out of 50, it's kind of hard to get that, but still do it so you can grab as many of these ones, and always try to do your best with that one. At the same time, if you want to get, you know, if you want to help your alliance as much as possible, make sure you go to the donate and donate using gold. Over here you can donate 5, and then at the same time donate using war model. Even though you might be like, you know, I'm short on it, you know, you still want to try and do this, or maybe don't do it for the first couple of days, but it's only 75 war model. And if you want to help raise your alliance, if you want to increase it so you can get yourself to be the maximum of 50, make sure you do this donation every single day. And then at the same time, commissions, right? You might forget about these. Come and check this one, see what you need to do, right? You do use 50 stamina, use 150 stamina, do Temporal vortex, do the arenas, do 10 summons. So most of these are pretty obvious and you're going to be doing without realizing it. Just the one that you might not realize if you don't summon daily is this one, perform 10 summons. If you want to do that one, just come over here and do a 10 pull of the Starlight, right? This should be pretty easy. Keep in mind you can get legendaries from this one, right? It's a really small chance, but still it can happen. So do a 10 pull of the Starlight every single day, just to help your alliance increase as much as possible. But I think that pretty much covers it, right? It's not, again, half of them were pretty obvious, but half of them might not be as obvious. So you want to make sure you do these, right? Because again, by doing these ones, you get Alliance vouchers, which you can use in the Alliance shop. That can give you some, you know, pretty decent stuff, especially Essence of Creation. It's kind of rare. Then again, getting more Starlight Stone Dice is going to be good, because like I mentioned, you can get a legendary from this. And you don't want to miss out on those, because they can be some amazing rewards. But guess we're gonna leave it at this for today. Thank you for watching. Again, don't forget to use code OddOne if you want to support me as a content creator and get some free stuff while you're at it. Helps me a ton, costs you nothing. And yeah, we're gonna thank you for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye guys.